Alright, guys. So, we are back. Next episode. Last episode, we actually went into the nether. Did quite a bit of quartz farming, got quite a bit of quartz. Got a good amount of levels and experience, which equated into us getting a pretty decent pickaxe. I would show it to you, but right now I am fishing. And if you know anything about my previous episodes usually start with me looking at the camera and doing all this, but right now you guys are watching me fish. So something that I was thinking about that I might be trying out, I don't know, depends how I feel about it, depends on how long I can keep it up. Something that I want to do a lot of is fishing. Something that I don't ever have time to do is fishing, but something that I do every episode is an intro. And I like how I say that after last episode where I actually skipped the intro and moved right into the action. But I figure if I did a little bit of fishing every episode during the intro while I was giving you guys a kind of a briefing on what has happened and what's going to happen, it gives me a little bit of time to fish in between and I get to chit chat with you guys while I do it, so it's not a total loss. Um, but yeah, so our goal with all this fishing right now is to acquire a mending book, is the short-term goal. But using fishing to get a mending book is not the greatest strategy to acquire a mending book, but it is a strategy. Um, it is, it is RNG, but it's still pretty reliable on ways to get mending books. We could go out and get it through chests in certain areas of like structures that spawn in. I don't know all the structures that would carry a mending book off the top of my head. But then you gotta go out, you gotta find those structures and in how much of a radius are how many structures that have spawned, and out of those structures that have spawned in that amount of radius, how many of them actually have a chance of having a mending book, and out of the ones that have a chance of having a mending book, how many end up having a mending book? And so like you think about all that time and effort and mining and parkour and getting from point A to point B and travel time and all that stuff just to get to where you need to go to get that mending book. It's a lot. That is a lot of time and effort and energy to acquire a mending book like that. Whereas doing it from fishing, I'm literally just sitting here, just chilling, talking to you guys, not wasting any materials because this fancy fishing rod that we found has mending on it already. So we don't even have to worry about making other fishing rods. We just sit here and we are casually gaining experience, getting back up to level 30 for future enchants. We're getting some loot here and there that is, for the most part, but we're getting things like lily pads, which will have their benefit. We're getting things like water bottles. I totally reeled that way too quickly. Um, we're getting water bottles. We're gonna need water bottles for potions. And every cast is another chance of getting a mending book. Not to mention any other sort of enchanted books that we could possibly stumble across. So I would argue that fishing for mending books is one of the better ways of acquiring a mending book. So yeah, so that is us, guys. This is me standing in a very precarious position fishing. But yeah, this is another episode. Let's get to it. Alright guys, quite a different type of intro, but we are going to go ahead and do one more cast for the road. Because what if this was the mending book? Can we get to see this beautiful sunrise coming up over the water? If this isn't a wonderful intro to an episode, I don't know what is. But yeah, this is episode 17. and we are starting off in a very chill way. I don't know how else to describe starting off an episode with a little fishing montage, but that's how we started. Let's go ahead and clear out our inventory a little bit. Got some more fish. We've got some cod, salmon. Let's organize some stuff around a little bit. I don't know how often we are actually going to be using. Oh no. I don't know how often we're going to be using our diamond pick, because it's going to get very precarious. I use the word precarious a lot on this series. I realize this. My apologies for that. Let's go ahead and grab that, put that in there. We've got enough that we can actually, no, you know what? I want one more. 20, 40, 60. Let's go ahead and start another stack of kelp in our normal furnace. It'll take longer, but will benefit because it's two different furnaces running simultaneously, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and toss this in here. We're pretty sustainable as far as fuel goes. We could use a couple more quick balls. We're running a little low on quick balls. We're getting there with our ultra balls as well. We've got a Fortune 2 Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 pick now, thanks to our enchanting last episode. Let's go ahead and do a little test on this area back here, just to kind of see like how big of a difference we're looking at as far as efficiency 4 goes. And granted, yes, this is not our pick. Just kind of tearing this back a little bit to give us an idea on the stone, but I didn't want to just take it to the stone and ruin our pattern we got going on with this, what I keep calling a reverse mohawk. I don't know why I keep calling it a reverse. I mean, it is a reverse mohawk, but it's really just a valley, but you know, whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and test this. Okay, so it is noticeably quicker, which is to be expected. I don't know if that's what I want to be rocking right now, as far as like starting on working like a large amount of effort into our base. I mean, it is faster, but it's not melting stone fast. We could still pull that up to, what was I doing with this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I think I was just lighting up the tunnel. I don't think I was actually doing anything mathematically with these torches. I'm gonna get rid of them because that's gonna bug me knowing that they're off now. But yeah, now this is no longer a tunnel. This is now outside. So now it really wouldn't be too weird to set up our villager stuff there, where we were like, we're just gonna do this for example's sake. We're not gonna actually put it here. See, now we can actually, I've only got Fortune 2, but you know, if this emerald gets in the way. So what we could do, trying to think, we could set up villagers over there on the other side of the water. Um, that would be an option. But see, then I'm thinking about like moving the villagers from the island back over here. Yeah, I don't know about that. See, I was first looking up here, and we could probably do something. And it doesn't have to be crazy. It really does not have to be crazy at all. This is all temporary. And that is a silver lining that we have constantly with what we're doing over here, because all of this is temporary, so we don't have to overthink anything. We don't have to do anything too crazy. That really ugly hut that we built in the background that we've been using for storage and sleeping and crafting and all that, like, it looks terrible, right? But like, I don't stress out about it because I'm like, well, it's temporary. I'm gonna be tearing that down eventually. I just haven't done it yet, you know? So that is a silver lining that we get to have for all of this. So none of this really matters as far as like what we do, what we don't do, if we make stuff look good, if we don't make stuff look good. I don't want to make you guys, like, I don't want to lead you guys on to think that I'm some elaborate, crazy, awesome builder. I am most definitely not. There are builders out there that do amazing jobs. Two content creators that I absolutely adore. Their content is a large part of why I'm doing this, I guess. First and foremost, one of them is by the name of Baby Unicorn L. If you don't know who she is, check her out. She just seems like a good human being overall. On top of that, she's a great content creator. What she does, how she builds and decorates and all that stuff, it is absolutely mesmerizing. And then just the way that she like carries on a channel. Okay, I blinked there. I thought we broke our pickaxe. No, I was shoveling, not picking. But yeah, her content is so fun to watch. So I would definitely give it a watch. If you do not know who that is, I will try my hardest to remember to link her channel down below in the description of the video. And then another content creator who you probably know is famous from a little server called Hermitcraft. Don't know if you know what that is. Haha, joke, joke, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But his name is BOO, and the way he builds is, whew, chef's kiss. Again, I don't even think he's the best builder. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic builder. The stuff that he does, it will blow your mind. If you play Minecraft and you enjoy building, I would definitely give BOO a watch if you don't know about him or his channel. Because the way he looks at blocks and then uses blocks to do what he does is very impressive. But there's tons of people out in the world that do crazy things on Minecraft. Those two people just happen to be two of my favorites. So we've got kind of this flattened area here. Getting these two little villagers up here will not be fun, but it's doable. It is doable. situations like this that definitely make me consider doing like a rail system up here. But I really don't want to do a rail system. Rails are so annoying to work with. And if I send them up here, I would most definitely have to deal with a powered rail. I really don't want to deal with a powered rail. So I'm gonna end up flattening this down to ground level, and I really don't want to do that either. Let's get rid of all this nonsense. We might go down one more. So that, Okay, we're making something. I don't know what we're making. I am going to temporarily add this wall here. That's not where I want that. Just to kind of block our villagers in. This is a very lazy way to transport villagers. So basically, I am just creating a wall that they won't be able to jump over. Is the goal. Oh yeah. Okay. Still got some coarse dirt. Okay. I think that's all. I don't think they can get out anywhere here. Okay. We good. Let's go ahead and take a little nap, get some sunlight. And we're going to pull the villagers out of their boats somehow. I don't know how. Still debating on that idea. Let's go ahead and get these boats out of the way. I don't know why. I just feel like getting them out of the way would be beneficial to what we're doing here. Let's bring this all the way over here. This is probably overkill. This is most definitely overkill. I need a lead. I need my leads. Let's get this Pokédex out of there. Let's grab our leads. Lead. Where's my leads? Am I blind? Oh, it's at the very top. I was not expecting it to be at the very top. So let's break this temporarily so that we have a place to move. Let's grab the boat. Let's bring it further in. Okay, it's further in. Stop the boat. Let's squeeze through here, get our lead. So place to start. Okay, so this part at least was overkill. So we can pull this back a little bit. It is going to be the width of this. Okay. Okay, I think we are completely enclosed. So the goal is we're just gonna slowly block them off until they get up here on their own accord. Now, will that work? That is a very good question. Let's break that boat without hurting them. Okay, you guys need to go that way. You need to go. Why are you walking towards me? Go that way. Get out of the water. You're soggy. There you go. Why are you so set on going that way? let's start making some progress. Okay, why are you guys just chilling there? It's a Garvantula. I don't know. I don't know why they're so set on just chilling right there. I was expecting them. I don't know what I was expecting, actually. I mean, I was expecting them to just walk right up the hill. But that is a ridiculous concept. Are they walking towards me? They almost look like they're walking towards me. They're walking towards each other. Okay, what if you come up here? Actually, you know what? What if we put a boat down here and then get you in that boat, and then we get your buddy right here, get you up there, get you in the boat. Okay. Then we're gonna grab this lead. Nope, we're gonna place a torch right in the middle of that boat. We're gonna bring this up. Okay. Break that, get our lead back, get our torch back. We are going to go back to our course start. Block this off eventually. Gonna peel this back. Is that peeled back? That's peeled back. Okay, let's get rid of all this excess. Now granted, we could do all this excess right at the end. I don't know why I'm so set on getting rid of the dirt immediately right now, but I am. So that's where we're at right now. So let's go ahead and block off this. Okay. And I'm pretty sure they're still locked in here. Let's go ahead and carefully destroy the boat. Guys, if you come up here, I will give you a present. I will give you some wheat seeds. Or some bread. I think I can. They need food. Well, I mean, they don't need food. They need food for breeding purposes, but... Will they chase my food? If I drop this, will you run towards it? No, they are in a deep conversation. If I drop it there, will you run? Oh, you'll run towards it. Oh, you took my bread. Okay. Okay, do you want that bread there? You want that bread? What about that bread? Okay, what about this bread? What about that bread? Oh, what about that bread? What about that bread right there? What about this bread right here? There you go. Okay. They are pretty much where they need to be. They actually need to be up one more level. But so far, the corralling of the villagers has been successful. 0 villagers have perished in the making of this tunnel, so I call that a win. So I'm thinking that this little situation that we're dealing with right here will be like a staircase up into the villager home, with the idea that it'll be, oh, I almost broke them out of there. That would have been good. The idea will be that it will be easier to get them down and into where they need to go. Let's do a little bit more. Oh, that's right on the edge. Okay, okay. There we go, there we go. Oh, let's do a little bit of that. I don't need that, but it just kind of looks better. I don't know why. Let's put that there so they have nothing to jump on. And then we can break this. Do you guys want bread? What if I throw that bread there? Oh. What if I throw that bread there? What if I throw the bread there? Oh. Who gets the bread? I get the bread. Want the bread? Oh, can you come back over here? Oh, you took the bread. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? And I have been looking at that bread for a long period of time, thinking to myself, why do I keep carrying this bread around with me? I don't need this bread on me. I got salmon. And you know what? It's true. I do have salmon. But I don't know if they like salmon. But it doesn't matter now. Because I think they took a total of 4 bread. I think I had 21 bread. Did I have 21 bread? I don't know if I had 21 bread. Maybe I had more than 21 bread. Either way, they are up here now. And that's what matters. So, what we need to do... we need to build something for them. And oh, yeah, see, now I am bringing this down a level, so I really didn't have to bring them back up another level. We need to get them situated into some form of housing would be ideal. We're talking something with a door, possibly a couple beds, maybe a garden of some sort so that they can acquire their own food, so that they don't have to keep living off of my bread scraps. I am doing this in probably the most awkward way possible. But you know what? If it works, it works. So, they are up there. I'm gonna need a bed. I'm gonna need... I've got my hoe on me. I keep saying that. I've got wheat. I don't know what they'll eat. I want like carrots or potatoes. And I have neither carrots or potatoes. You know what? I bet the village had some carrots and or potatoes somewhere in the village. And I was too obsessed with getting the villagers instead of what else was in the village. So they're gonna have to wait on the food supply, which is fine. I think they'll be okay with waiting. But it will be important, so we will have to do that at some point. I don't know what I'm looking for. I keep perusing. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a bed. Put one of these up. I need to be careful because they're also going to want jobs, and I need to decide on what jobs I'm going to give them. Because I don't know what jobs I'm going to give them. Look at that. Look at all this kelp. It's another 6. This is another 7. Get that there, get that there. We got more kelp. So full stack of cobblestone. Let's get 3 stacks of 20, so 60. So that'll eat up 3 kelp blocks. So that'll give us smooth stone, or not smooth stone, just stone. The stone that is smooth, but it's just called stone. And I think I'm going to turn the stone into bricks, and we'll use the bricks as part of their building. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, I don't want something just ugly, you know, but I'm building it, so it's not going to be the prettiest. Our supplies are very limited, and my desire to put too much effort into it, it exists, but it's not a lot because I don't want to put too much effort into it because it's going to be temporary. So we'll just do what we can, I suppose. So this is going to smelt up. The other stuff that we're going to want to do is oak. I'm thinking oak. Maybe acacia? Because this is already oak. Our hut is oak. You know what? Let's see what we can do as far as wood. We got birch. We got acacia. We definitely got oak. What is this? Acacia? Acacia. See, I just don't like... Ooh. That's a gloom. Level 23 gloom. I think you're grass poison? I think. Let's try a corpse squire. Oh, there's a Zubat out in the open. We gotta check that out. Getting distracted. Fuck. Super effective. Way more than 50%. We got poison powdered. We got poisons. We got hit with poison. Finish them, Corvus Squire. Let's get level 27. We soloed that. Come on. 27, let's go. Okay. And then what do we saw? We saw a Zubat out in the wild. And wild, I mean open. There we go, level 17 Zubat. We don't need that Zubat, we need Acacia. We don't have a Watchhog. Okay, is that Acacia? That is Acacia. Okay. So let's aim for these short Acacia. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be watching the Acacia saplings, and we will plan on regrowing some of these Acacia. So that in future endeavors, when we need Acacia, it's right here. I don't know about this one. See, Acacia just grows so weird. That's why I usually will actually focus on birch. I'm gonna take out this oak. I focus on birch because birch trees, they all grow the same. So you don't have to do anything to chop down a bunch of birch. So I'll usually use birch logs as charcoal fodder. And it works really well, actually. Taking down a bunch of birch is really easy. It's birch, so like, it's the least liked wood color, I would argue. I hear about everybody disliking on birch, so I'm assuming everybody dislikes birch. For the most part, I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes birch. Like, everybody has their own taste, right? I like the redder woods, so birch doesn't really do it for me. What are we looking at for wood? At 41. It's getting foggy again, and then our axe breaks. Okay, let's... Nope. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and punch the rest of this down. Not gonna leave this just sitting here. Not an animal. Okay, and then, so we are going back home with a total of 12 saplings, so let's go ahead and plant some of these down. I don't know the growing... Is that a... Oh, that looks cool. Okay. I didn't even notice. That's a Torchic. Let's scan that. That's a starter. But yeah, I don't know the spawning mechanics for acacia trees, so that's our oak tree behemoth. I don't know if that's going to be necessary anymore. I do not know. We've got 4 more saplings that I want to plant before we get back down there. Let's do a little bit of that. I don't know how it feels about grass growing. I know that it's fine with oak trees, but oak saplings just don't care about anything, so oak trees will do whatever oak trees want to do, you know? That's why you can make, like, the oak abomination that I made. My Corvusquire was cured of poison, which is good, because it's down to, like, half health. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to put a quote-unquote roof on this. Because if these guys get lit up by lightning... Okay, you need to go. If these guys get lit up by lightning, I would be very sad. Because that would not be fun at all. I don't think I need to do the outer layer right there. I think that's good enough. I hope it's good enough. Or we're gonna have 2 villager McNuggets in there, all crispy. Okay, so we've got a lot of dirt from taking all that out. We're gonna hold on to 2 stacks, of course. I'm gonna throw that dripstone in there. Get rid of this cobblestone. Actually, give me another stack of cobblestone. Put this ketchup berry away. Put these oak saplings away. Okay, acacia. What are we looking at there? We're looking alright there. This is still cooking. I'm going to... Can you cook cobblestone in a blast furnace? It does not appear that you can cook. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe? Give me 4 of that? Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. I knew that. No, I didn't. You know what? I'm not liking this weather. Only at night or during thunderstorms. Was it not thundering just a little bit ago? There was thunder, there was lightning. Okay, cool. We're good. We're gonna finish up this stack right here. Well, when I say stack, I mean 60. We're gonna finish up this 60 stone. Got 2 more left, and then we're gonna throw in another 60 stone. And I'm gonna borrow 2 blocks. Put that in there, put that in there. We're gonna grab this. And we're gonna do a little bit of that. Okay. So we got 60 stone brick. I'm gonna need... What does an acacia door look like? That's not a very attractive door. Spruce has a nice door. I kind of like the birch door versus the acacia door. Do we got birch? We got birch. We got some more acacia. What about that apricorn door? Apricorn door is kind of eh. Eh. I mean, nothing against the apricorn door art. It's just in comparison to Whimscape, it looks eh. Okay, so you know what? Let's try a birch door after we were talking smack about birch. Like, I like that. I like that a lot. Kind of gives me like wax paper vibes. Oh, I don't need that many. I could do with one axe. I don't know why I was going overkill on that. Let's toss these seeds. I do like the birch doors. Let's check out. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting color combo. Let's bring oak over here. And then let's strip that. So that is a much closer... That's a very drastic difference, this acacia with the birch door. But then the stripped oak. Trying to think of what vibe we want to go over. I'm thinking, actually, we did all that work getting all that acacia, but I'm thinking the oak might be the way to go. We really don't have that much oak. I wasted a lot of oak. But we do have some more stone cooking up. We've got the brick. I'm not entirely sure what type of design I'm going for. Can villagers open gates? Like fence gates? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know we are gonna go with stripped oak and birch. Which is ironic because I was giving birch so much crap just a little bit ago. Didn't we have, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this is gonna be our steps up, right? Right. We could cut this out a little bit further. Let's do 2 back. Got a lot of gravel mixed in here. Okay, we're past the gravel. Okay, so I think pulling it back another 2 makes it a little bit more predominant up here, so we're not going to get lost as to where the stairs are going to be. Our guys are still good in there, just chilling. We've got our stone bricks. Trying to think. We could do like a stone brick foundation. I don't know how that would look though. I don't know how that would look with everything going on here. Let's go ahead and put our first block down. Maybe bring that like that. And then our stripped oak. What if we did acacia accents? Okay. Okay, let's get crazy here. Let's do stripped oak there. Let's get that there. That's stripped oak there. And then what if we did... What if we broke that? And then... left, right, left. And what if we strip that down? I'm kind of... I don't know how I feel about it. It is interesting. It's interesting, but I don't know if it's a good interesting. So let's, so this is also going to be... Let's drop that temporarily. Let's put our oak down here. Let's get rid of that. Let's strip that. Yes. I don't know how I feel about that. What if we did like a log cabin? Okay, let's go with this here. What if we did a little bit of that? And then we bring this up here temporarily, like that. And then temporarily bring that past that, and then like that. And then let's strip all of it. No, let's get rid of that torch. So that could be a vibe. Maybe drop the stone brick down there. I mean, I'm kind of liking it. I don't know how I feel though. This doesn't have to be crazy. I think I'm overdoing it, and I'm gonna make it crazy. I'm liking this corner here, doing like the logs, but I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna bring this out. This will probably end up being like a porch type situation, right? I'm gonna need a lot more oak than I have. We got a total of 9 oak. So let's look here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's bring that one more, I guess. We're gonna have to build out the stone floor a little bit. But that's okay, right? That's... This is how my brain works. Okay, so we got 9. Let's go ahead and pull this over here. And then this, so it comes out here, so this needs to come out here, right? Right. So that'll keep at least the pattern of what we're doing going. So that's a 7-block interior since it's a 9-block exterior. So I think we're gonna go over, see, so now I wish I would have made a second axe. We're gonna go take down that oak abomination. Because we need some oak. So let us, let's go ahead and make 2 more axes. And our inventory is looking messy. We don't need these boats right now. I don't need this lead right now. We're doing alright. We're doing good. I forget which side the monstrosity is. I want to say it's over here. Oak monster. Oak monster? Oak monster. Of course it's on the other side. And the oak monster got very monstrous up there. So what we're gonna try to do, we're gonna try to break upwards on the leaves. And we're gonna take this part of the oak monster down from above, is gonna be the goal. Don't know how well we're going to achieve that goal. We're getting up though. I think this is the top of the log. I think this is the top of the log. This is the top of the log. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, okay, okay. So that's the plus side to the fast leaf decay, is that you immediately tell if you got all of your logs accounted for. You don't gotta guess. Because that can be very annoying. So I am worried. Okay, so yeah. So this is the primary trunk, it appears. Just take out this. Alright, let's go. See, taking down trees, it's not terribly annoying if you can take it out from the top and work your way down. It's working from the bottom up. That is the annoying part. Which is why I have no problem farming jungle trees, because you can just spiral up the tree. And that's almost like a therapeutic thing for me. I have absolutely no problem grinding away at a tree like that. That's the rest of our oak monster right there, so we can go ahead and take this part out here. Take us down to the dirt, and then come out here, grab anything that's already dropped. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff over here. I want to take this little guy out, because I want slime. Why are you running? There you go. Thank you for your slime. Okay, let's get back into this oak abomination. Still doing alright with our axe. So maybe making 2 extra axes was a little overkill. I'm not good at guesstimating how much durability I'm gonna need for trees because I've spent so much of my Minecraft life with the tree chopper mod, which basically, if you don't know what it is, it's basically like the tree version of Ultimine, or Vein Miner. That would probably be a better example. So basically, you cut one log and it cuts all logs, but the mod would like register how much durability your axe would take for all of that tree, not just the one block that you chopped. And so seeing what you're chopping versus what durability you're taking, it was kind of hard to like compare the two. There you are. So when you do that for as long as I did, oh, we are already full on inventory. We can combine those axes. We could combine these shovels. There we go. Okay, let's get these sticks. We got plenty of saplings from this. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then why not just toss the extra 3? Why not? Okay, so we are stacked on oak. That's the word. So we can go ahead and put some of this stuff away. I don't need this slime right now. I don't need all that coarse dirt. I think we're good. We are good. We're taking this whole episode to build a house, and this is the progress that we've made, is this little like corner and not even a full wall. That's how awesome we are. So we're gonna bring this over here. So because it overhangs on this side and indents on this side, it's gonna indent on this side and overhang on that side. That's a weird way of wording it. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna put that temporarily, put that there so that we remember. We're gonna grab that back, or not. Machop, if you're not gonna help me build a house, what are you doing over here? Just a wild Machop. Being like, hey, you need help building that? Okay, so we've got, I don't know why I went to my fish to do that. So we can pull that out a little bit. What do I need to do? I need to come over here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be 9 right there. So 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I'm gonna bring it out that far. I don't know why I'm gonna bring it out that far, but I think I want to bring it out that far. So let us go. Let's go ahead and make that happen. So above me, there we go. So that's our perimeter right there. And we can turn that. Oh, no. Pull this over here. Pull this over. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Bring that together like so. And that's our perimeter right there. So yeah, we are definitely gonna have to terraform below it out a little bit. But that's okay. We are making progress. The music I'm listening to is ridiculous to go with this, which I love. Okay, okay, okay. Look at this. I'm trying to think of like what type of flooring I want in here. Thinking about using that basalt. Kind of like the look of the basalt. We're gonna go a little long on this episode, just because I kind of want to get a good, for lack of better words, foundation of this building going. Is it basalt that I'm thinking of? It's not basalt that I'm thinking of. Smooth basalt? Salt. Is it basalt that I'm thinking? It's not basalt that I'm thinking of. What was I thinking of? Well, we might have to go back into the nether. Okay, because that's not what I was thinking of. Is it the smooth basalt that I'm thinking of? No, it is not the smooth basalt that I'm thinking of. It's the polished basalt, which is made by 4 basalt. Okay, so yes, it is the basalt that I'm thinking of. So we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 stacks of that. We're gonna grab that and that, and I'm gonna fix that. We got our polished basalt. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this apple in there. What else do we want? Let's go with the regular basalt as well. I think that could be interesting as far as flooring goes. I've been watching a lot of videos recently where flooring has been made not so basically for smaller buildings like this, but has actually been made with like a checkerboard pattern. And I kind of love it. It's definitely something that I don't dabble with like ever. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this up. Because we're gonna need to. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in so that we don't have random pokes spawning in the basement of this building. Okay, that is floor level, right? That's floor level? That's floor level. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our polished and our regular. Polish, regular, polish, 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 regular, 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 regular. I'm kind of liking it. I don't know about you guys. Let's try a different pattern here. Hold on. So let's try this. Kind of like that, kind of don't like that. Let's try mixing and matching. Same thing, but a different orientation. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of look like thatch. Thatch? Is thatch the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that actually. I'm thinking I need that tied into it somehow. So what if, okay, what if, go with me on this one. Polish, polish. Okay, what if we did that there? Okay, okay, okay. What if we did that there? There, 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 and there. On there. On there, and there, and there. Okay, I'm kinda vibing with that. That looks kinda cool. Now let's see. That's side, top, side, top. That makes sense? Top, side, top. Okay, so the tops are in both corners. Now, will that work over here? I'm assuming so because it's odd numbers, right? So like odd numbers should follow that pattern. Odd numbers follow that pattern. Let's go. Okay. I am liking that. That's kind of cool. I'm liking that a lot. Let's get these oak logs going. Okay, I need... The bottom one needs to go out to the edge. Okay, okay. And then go ahead and grab all that. And that's not what I want. And then this needs to almost come out to the edge. Then we can strip all that. Let's take a look. Can we make this jump? Yeah, we can. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so this needs to hit the corner on the bottom layer. And then this needs to come all the way out here. Oh, and then I fall. So circle back around. Oh, look at that. Lifehard. No, don't run. Scanned you. You got scanned. Okay, we can take that out. Let's get our oak logs back. Are we good? Are we good? This comes out to the corner, so this needs to come out to all but the corner. Okay, okay, okay. I can bring that out. Let's jump up here. And then this can come out. Oh, 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 oh. This can come out to the corner. Let's see about stripping these logs. Oh, that's not log, that's dirt. Okay, so I think we actually have what we need to encapsulate. That's a word. In cage? No. You know what I need? I need a ladder. Do I need a ladder? Do I need these birch? I don't think I need these birch. Oh, I definitely didn't need that. I've already got plenty of sticks. Let's go with... let's do 9? Let's take this back. I'm gonna... No, they're gonna be able to get up there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Trying to think. So what if we did a little bit of that? Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay, let's go. let's go with that. Yeah, do you guys want to skedaddle? Where are you going? Okay, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You don't have to come back in here. You also do not have to come back in here. You guys are free. You've been in this hut for long enough. You just go back there. Okay, perfect. Got our... Okay. Let's get back to our oak logs. Okay, we can take all of this down. Break that, get it away from the wall. Don't want any escapees. We are well over an hour, but we are coming up on the end of at least the foundation of this build. So we've got our villagers in a more appropriate home so far. We need to set up doors, we need to set up windows, we need to set up a roof. Because clearly we do experience thunderstorms in this area. But look at this. This is looking cool. Let's go ahead and finish this out. I'm kind of excited with how this is looking. So let's get back to our polish. Nope. That's looking so cool. Let's go ahead and take the rest of this out. Yeah, that is so cool looking. I'm digging that. Look, I'm not like this amazing builder, but when I do something that I like and it actually turns out nice, I'm like, yeah, that was me. So let's continue this pattern. Just kind of doing a checkerboard thing going on there, and of course they're gonna get in the way. Because why would they not get in the way? You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. So these are like so. Fill this out while those villagers are in the way. Oh, you guys are just now deciding to get out of the way. That's so nice of you. Okay, do you wanna thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and strip that part right there. Everything else is accounted for. Look at that. This is actually a pretty cool looking flooring. I'm vibing with this. Granted, everything else looks incredibly ugly, and now that I'm thinking about it, how am I supposed to incorporate birch doors with basalt? But that is a next episode issue, which we are not on right now. But yeah, so we're actually going to get all of this going here. Well, yeah. We've got villagers a new place to call home. So, thank you so much, guys. This has definitely been a long one, but we made some progress. Oh, look, another Fearow in the background that's flying, mocking us with its little baby Spearow. That's just rude. Thanks, Xaero. But yeah, we made progress. We got a cluttered inventory, that's for sure. But we got I think 1 or 2 more levels on our Corvus Squire. No levels on our Dartrick, sadly. But we did get these villagers relocated into a more semi-permanent location. So we got this cool flooring for them. Kind of digging it, kind of vibing with it. doesn't really say like research facility, but it works for them for the time being. It's something interesting. It's not just slapped together and thrown on top of this hill. So, thank you guys for coming on out, enjoying me yapping and building away and struggling and moving these villagers up to this hill. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys spending time with me, and I can't wait until the next time. So,